things together. Like, I try to work hard, put things together, make sure my team's good. But it comes at a cost, like big cost. And
this is his last year in boxing. And I said that recently. That's not a definite, but it's very likely it could be. But it was more of a...
Obviously, it's a tragic incident. 2 people have lost their lives. It's a
AnthonyJoshua announces retirement after his friends. A tragic death leaves him mentally broken. AJ has revealed he's deeply disturbed by the loss of his closest friends in the accident. This isn't a temporary break. He's stepping away from boxing forever. A decision born from heartbreak for him. Life now outweighs the ring, and survival takes precedence over sport.
Just from the heart, right? I knew I was mad, like, at myself, not anyone, just at
AnthonyJoshua is showing a side we rarely see, raw, emotional, and completely broken. Watching him cry for his beloved friends who tragically passed reveals the real cost of life outside the ring. He admits it takes unimaginable strength just to keep going. This isn't about boxing anymore. It's about surviving heartbreak and facing a reality that no opponent could ever deliver.
Cost, like big cost, and like sometimes it'll never break me, but it takes real strength for it.
AnthonyJoshua's struggles have reached a breaking point, and Eddie Hearn confirms it. With mental health challenges compounded by the tragic loss of his closest friends in the car crash, AJ has made the heartbreaking decision to retire from boxing. This isn't just stepping back. It's a permanent choice driven by grief, trauma, and the need to protect his mind and body.
He's had all these mental health problems, struggles.
AnthonyJoshua's retirement makes sense when you hear Dominic Engel. Boxing is temporary, but life is priceless. AJ has faced trauma. No fighter should endure the car crash and losing his closest friends. Engel reminds us that no title or purse can replace human life. AJ stepping away isn't weakness. It's a reality check and a necessary act of survival.
Just a sport. Boxing sport is not more important than life. It's not. It's a sport. Put it in perspective. Who cares whether he carries on boxing? That's not the thing. Human lives have been lost. You can never, you can't get them back. It's priceless. You can't get it back. What does boxing matter? It don't matter one bit. That's what I'm saying to you. It's like, but sometimes you get these reality checks in life.
Eddie Hearn confirms AnthonyJoshua's retirement is as much about his body as his mind. After surviving a devastating car crash and losing his closest friends, AJ is battling more than just physical niggles. He's carrying immense mental and emotional weight. Hearn suggests this is the right moment for AJ to bow out gracefully, prioritizing his health and sanity over the sport he once dominated.
And that, I wasn't being facetious before, but you never know the landscape of this, but more likely he's thought this is a good time to bow out or got a few niggles, and I don't think I should.
Spencer Oliver highlights why AnthonyJoshua's retirement leaves a void in boxing. AJ isn't just a fighter. He's a character, a draw, and a force in the ring whose talent commands respect. Losing him isn't just about fights. It's about losing a personality that electrifies the sport. Fans will remember his skill, but also the charisma and heart he brought every time he stepped inside the ropes.
A big personality, and he sells fights so well, and he's a big character, and the press conferences, the build-up to fights, and what he delivers in the ring. The guy is a serious talent, and he'll be missed when he's retired, that is for sure.
Johnny Nelson's words hit hard, reminding everyone of the real cost behind AnthonyJoshua's tragedy. Fights, rivalries, and hype fade when lives are lost. AJ isn't just facing the end of his boxing career. He's grappling with heartbreak and grief over friends who were like family. This tragedy shifts perspective, showing that life itself is far more precious than any belt or payday.
It's just sad. It just makes you realise how valuable life is and how things can change in a heartbeat. So when we talk about fights and we talk about beefs and these things are just nothing when it comes to real life and losing your life. So it was a sad thing to hear, a sad thing to see. God knows how it'll affect those that saw it mentally, emotionally. But you've got to think about these two men who were somebody's child, someone's brother, and that's what you've got to think about, those people that have lost their lives.
Gareth A., Davies breaks down the depth of AnthonyJoshua's loss. AJ isn't just losing teammates. He's losing key pillars of his mental and emotional support. These weren't just colleagues. They were family. Recovering from this tragedy will take far more than physical healing. Stepping away from boxing now is about survival, rebuilding his life and finding strength beyond the ring.
If he's got these guys with him as part of his team, they're close aides, close friends. He's going to have lost two very close friends, two members of his team who are part of his mental, psychological and spiritual scaffolding. He will have to recover from this in all those ways, as well as physically, to go again.
Johnny Nelson perfectly captures the perspective AnthonyJoshua now faces. Boxing, for all its glory, titles, and fame, is a fleeting chapter compared to the gravity of real life. AJ has endured the unimaginable, the car crash, the tragic loss of close friends, and the mental toll that comes with it. Nelson reminds us that while the media and fans obsess over fights, records, and controversies, these pale in comparison to human life and well-being. AJ's decision to retire permanently is a reflection of understanding what truly matters: health, family, and recovery. In this context, boxing becomes secondary, almost irrelevant against the magnitude of personal tragedy.
Boxing's a game. It's a short period in your life. It's a game.
John Fury's heartfelt words perfectly capture the gravity of AnthonyJoshua's situation. After surviving a life-threatening car crash and losing his closest friends, AJ's survival itself becomes the ultimate victory. Fury emphasizes that fame, wealth, and titles fade in comparison to the value of life. Being alive is now AJ's most precious achievement, and his focus must shift toward healing, both physically and mentally. The gratitude and relief in Fury's message underline the fragility of life, reminding fans in the boxing world that AJ's retirement and recovery are not signs of weakness, but essential steps toward rebuilding his life after unimaginable tragedy.
AJ, you're one lucky lad. God bless you, man. I'm glad you're alive again. Shocked me, it has. Terrible. Anyway, good luck everybody and try and enjoy the new year as much.
Pain Game highlights the immense physical and mental challenge AnthonyJoshua now faces. AJ's body, conditioned to endure the most punishing blows in boxing, is now forced to cope with trauma far beyond any opponent's reach. Surviving a severe car crash and losing close friends imposes an unimaginable strain, and recovery must be approached with extreme care. Every step, movement, and decision now carries weight. Retirement is no longer a choice of convenience, but a necessity to protect his health and life. Pain Game's perspective underlines that AJ's fight has shifted from the ring to the most vital arena: survival and healing.
Through such a severe car accident there, like, all right, he's lucky enough to still be alive, but fuck me, his body must be going through a lot right there. This is not a man who winces in pain easily, right? He gets punched for a living, and obviously, like, you're supposed to take people out of car accidents like that with great care because you don't want to make.
Sonny Foz paints a chilling picture of AnthonyJoshua's reality beyond the ring. AJ has achieved global fame, won millions, and delivered historic victories, including breaking Jake Paul's jaw. Yet life has thrown him an unimaginable blow. Returning to Nigeria, surviving a near-fatal crash, and losing two of his closest friends highlights how fragile life truly is. Sonny Foz reminds us that no title, paycheck, or fame can protect you from tragedy. AJ's retirement is a decision rooted in survival, grief, and the need to heal mentally and physically, proving that even the greatest athletes face battles no one else can see.
Well, this guy's in front of the whole world. The whole world. Netflix, millions of dollars, breaks Jake Paul's jaw in 2 places. Decides to go back to Nigeria, almost dies. 2 of his closest friends pass away in the accident. You never know what days your last.
Eddie Hearn emphasizes the human side of AnthonyJoshua's tragedy and the responsibility that comes with it. AJ's friends and family are now at the forefront, and Hearn stresses that being a star doesn't remove the need for care, support, and protection. Ensuring medical attention and emotional stability is paramount, highlighting that boxing is secondary to life itself. AJ's retirement isn't just a career decision. It's about focusing on those he loves and safeguarding the people affected by the crash. Hearn's message underscores the magnitude of the situation, reminding fans in the boxing world that empathy and support matter more than sport.
And the family, anything they need, you know, sometimes when someone is a star, they have a lot of things in their life taken care of for them. So you really have to move into that mode in this situation as well. Make sure obviously they're getting the best medical attention, make sure their family are safe and happy and as happy as can be.